35, maybe the 34.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Denzel Ward. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now the AFC going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now the throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Complete to right.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Throwing is Stafford. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. And
this is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him. And he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time he is in. Taking it in from a yard out. And the NFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
On the return, the AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Newton, it's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Newton. Throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He finds Beckham complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. It's a loss of 14 that time. 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Returning it is Moore. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it'll be a short field ahead as the AFC takes over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton flushed out right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Second down and 5. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Army Melifonwu. And these guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
Takes over first down.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the AFC going to get the ball first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The offense for the AFC set to go now. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured. Out. Okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the rookie from Florida State. It's Cam Akers. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this one has been fun so far, as the Pro Bowl usually is. A lot of relaxed faces out there. 2nd and 10. This one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 3rd down, Mayfield, flush to his right. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
A gain of 2.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 3rd and 5.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll handle 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Stafford. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Stafford looks to throw again. Going up top for Cup. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On 4th down, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
50-yard line.
On second down, a run with Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Second down and 10.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Matt Breida, 38 yards. And the AFC has taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Returnable for Dorsett. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that's quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
That's good.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford on first down. That'll be caught by Cup. He'll run right through it. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Second and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for the NFC on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. From the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it's going to be second down.
Quentin Dix on the coverage.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
23 yards, the final tally.
4 yards. That's another NFC first down.
Here's McCaffrey, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Loss on the play. Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Von Miller in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's third down and goal.
Now Stafford on third and goal. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there. his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches would have called by the head coach. They give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First and 10, Mayfield flushed out right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And the ball is knocked out. And it's scooped up by the NFC.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it? This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Down behind the line of
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays. And get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play? Which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
At the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.